So, Koz, what if there is a business that is bringing in a lot of traffic, but there are no sales? What can be done about that?
Actually, I know many businesses who spend so much money on internet advertising. They bring a lot of traffic to their website or their landing page or their blog, but they're not converting that traffic into sales, into buyers. And really, the conversion is of 4 kinds. 1, how do you convert a casual site visitor into a prospect, serious prospect? What does that mean? You see, not everyone who's exposed to your product and service immediately buys from you. Sometimes it takes 4, 5, 6 exposures over time, then they buy from you. I have had people who go to my seminars and right there they didn't enroll in my other services or seminars, but suddenly 3 months later, after more exposure to my websites and my services, they suddenly became clients. Now, that was number 1. How do you convert casual site visitors into basically your serious prospects? 2, and this is where you start making money. How do you convert serious prospects into buyer? 3, how do you convert buyer into repeat buyer? That's where you start making real money. And finally, to become really successful, how do you convert repeat buyer into your brand ambassador so they tell everyone they know about you, your products and services?
Yeah.
Now the question is this: how do you go through this 4th stage of conversion? There's 2 ways. 1, something about your website. 1, and 2, external to your website. Let's start with your website or landing page. What is it there that would make people seriously interested in your business so you can convert them from casual site visitor into buyer? Do you have a lot of good visuals, a lot of testimonials and so on and so forth, so they do trust you? Also, do you have a product that's really worth it? Do you have a lot of testimonials that says it's worth it? That's when you can take them, convert them from a serious prospect into buyer. Also, do you sell only one product or service? Why? Because in order to convert clients into repeat clients, you must have multiple layers of products and services. So you can do cross-sell, upsell, and so on and so forth. So let's say if I offer a seminar for my internet marketing, basically services, later on, after people attended the seminar, I say, okay, now that you learned everything, you can do it yourself, or you can have our digital agency, which is Digifusion Media, to do it for you. So we have layers of services. We can take the prospects through a funnel. We call it funnel system. So these are important things you can do on your site. Or do you have call to action in your web page? What do you want them to do once they come to your site? Do you want to capture their email? Do you want them to call you? Do you want them to download certain white paper document, your brochure? What? You have to have a clear understanding of a structure of your landing page, have one major call to action and maybe 1 or 2 smaller call to action. Maybe your major call to action, let's say you're a local attorney, is phone number. You want them to call you. But also if they don't, because they don't feel comfortable yet, you also want to capture their email, so you send them automatically information about your background and or have them download something that's valuable or any other methods of communication. Now, let's go off to what can you do to take them through these processes offline, off your website. I know too many people who basically talk about conversion, just talk about website conversion. Reality, you need a business conversion. That is, when people go to your website, they're interested, they call you. And you have a secretary who answers the phone with a bad tone, bad temper, and immediately you lose that client. You lost the conversion, didn't you? When a client actually walks into your office and your office is dirty or your office doesn't have the image of what you're trying to project, you lose a client, don't you? When they come to park at your building and they can't find a parking after 2 times they leave because there's so many other competitors you have, you lose. There is no conversion. So conversion also has to do with off-website issues.
Yes.
Here's an example. I had a professional who said, Koz, you know, one of my problems is, thanks to you, a lot of people go to my website and many of them call me. I spend good amount of time with them, explain what I do for them, in case this is an attorney. And then we set up an appointment so they come next week to see me. Because next 3 days they're busy, whatever. And Koz, a lot of times they don't show up. I say, yeah, because these days everybody shops around. They talk to you and they talk to your competitors. How are you different from others? So how to convert that person from just a caller into walking to your office. Yes. I created a package for this attorney consisting of a booklet about how to protect yourself when you are, basically when you need an attorney, a nice video you explaining, a CD that shows your video explaining. I call it sort of an awe and shock marketing campaign. As soon as you put the phone on, you made an appointment with your prospect for next week. You should ship this package to their house. What happens? They might call your competitors, but suddenly they see you're different. They see credibility. They see you follow through. You're a person of action, man of action, woman of action. They see that in the video. You have a powerful video. You're talking about yourself, what you can do for them. On the video, they see video of testimonials from your clients. They see you are an author of a little booklet that nobody else is. Let's say you're a business attorney, you authored a book on business, which we can help you. Do you see what I'm saying? Conversion has to do with so many factors. You have to deal with all of them. Then you become successful. You don't just have a nice website and think, oh, okay, I have a website, that's it. Or, oh my God, I did Google advertising. How come I don't have clients? Or I did, my God, Koz, I have like 5,000 friends on Facebook, but none of them means much in terms of business. Yes, because you don't look at all pieces of the puzzle and connect them. Our business, Digifusion Media, basically, in fact, we have a graph on our website. You see, there is hundreds of things we have to connect for you to get what you want. Customers, clients, and sales. Because we are the first to tell you, none of these things we do matters unless you get clients.